Netflix was cooking, and to the highest level at that. After extremely successful episodes 1 and 2, I was feeling it. They had me hooked, mesmerized, and I truly believed that the quality of each episode would stay somewhat consistent. Other than Avatar Kyoshi appearing in the second episode, the live action did an incredible job of sticking to the original storyline and flow of the show. But I actually love the change they made to have Avatar Kyoshi arrive and completely demolish the Fire Nation. I believe that this added credibility to the abilities of a fully realized Avatar, since until now, new viewers that didn't watch the original animated show have no clue what the Avatar is actually capable of. The whole composition of the scene was near perfect in my opinion, the raw power and dominance that emanated from Kyoshi, true to her hardened nature in the comics and animated show. And then episode 3 happened, and my confidence started to waver slightly. The episode started with a scene foreign to both comics and the original show, a secret plot by Fire Nation civilians to assassinate Fire Lord Ozai. I mean, come on, we know he's not going to die. Was this scene really necessary? In fact, upon watching just a few more minutes, we see that the sole purpose of this scene was to give us an introduction to Azula. Now personally, I am of the standpoint that I do not want to see season 2 things, specifically Azula in season 1, and I definitely don't want to see season 3 things in season 1, cough cough Fire Lord Ozai, who we don't meet or see clearly until the final season, book 3 in the animated show. Anyways, I digress. Watching episode 4 made me realize that the Netflix directors had no problem completely altering the original storyline and doing whatever they deemed necessary. Episode 4 combined aspects of 4 different episodes, 2 from season 1 and 2 from season 2. One of the corporations from season 2, the Cave of Two Lovers, as titled in the original show, was flat out unnecessary and only served as fan service. It added little to the plot and frankly took screen time out of everything more important that was going on. I understand that the live action show has a shorter runtime and will need to put some Easter eggs in earlier seasons to make the reveal more impactful in later seasons, but I also feel like there is a line of including aspects of episodes that have zero relevance. Anyways, I was worried that any of the original content was fair game to be cut up, sliced, and diced any way that the Netflix directors wanted. Scary stuff. I believe that episode 5 was by far the worst episode of the season, followed by episode 4. If it was only the merging of 4 different episodes, episode 4 wouldn't have been so poorly rated. My main issue is that they completely missed the role of Bumi. Bumi was easily one of my favorite characters in the animated show, one of Aang's original friends that had magically survived the 100-Year War and became king of Omashu. A loving friend turned mentor figure that made Aang smile and realize that there was so much to fight and live for. In the live action, they made Bumi seem like a depressed, shriveled up shell of himself. I found myself cringing at many scenes that just didn't bring the required energy of the storyline, lines that were corny or just irrelevant. I despise the fact that they completely flipped Bumi's role and had him as a pessimistic old man that joined on the #IHateAang bandwagon, completely different from the original show. Although one thing that I did love from episode 4 and have immense respect for is them including Iroh's son's funeral, Lu-Ten, something that was never explicitly shown in the original show. I find that this addition added depth to Iroh's character and made the Iroh-Zuko dynamic even more impactful. The original show only dances on the fact that Iroh doesn't view Zuko as a replacement for Lu-Ten, but a younger son that Iroh has a second chance to do the right thing with. I love that the live action show has fully embraced this and wasted no time on letting us know just how much Uncle Iroh cares about his nephew. I mean, the line about "I have everything in the boat that I need" is just beautiful. As I was booting up episode 5, I still had much hope for the live action series. As I explained previously, I was still pleased with the adaptation thus far, letting the slight deviations in episode 4 slide, as well as the mischaracterization of Bumi. But episode 5 was the tipping point. Not only did they incorporate many aspects of later seasons to this episode, they also completely changed the canon of the original plot. My worst fear came true. There was no reason for Sokka and Katara to be sidelined in this episode, except to set up for the next episode where Aang is alone and gets help from the Blue Spirit. I feel like this direction would have been acceptable if we didn't have the unnecessary introduction of Yue, premature insight into Katara and her mother's history, and Sokka's dad shaming him. And the icing on the cake was Katara and Sokka needlessly being taken hostage by Ko. I believe that this adjustment decreased the magical nature of the spirit world and painted it as more of a boring distraction than another realm filled with endless possibilities. Another critique I have that I started thinking about after watching Hello Future Me's Avatar review is the lack of cinematography of the spirit realm. The production crew have proved that they are capable of making miracles happen in the way of set design and pure cinematic brilliance. Yet all of that was unmistakably absent in the spirit world. I truly felt like it was filmed in someone's backyard compared to a different reality and universe. The inclusion of Monkey Yatsu at the end was very sweet. I believe this did add to the story as it gave Aang closure that the Air Nomad genocide was not his fault. Upon rewatch of episodes 4 and 5, my dislike of the episodes have truthfully decreased. But they are easily the worst episodes of the season, and I want to make sure that I was transparent and called out what I didn't like. Please leave a like, comment your ideas, and subscribe for more media content. I will make one more final Avatar live action video summarizing my thoughts concerning the entirety of the show, if it was a flop or not. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.